Okay, in this video I'd like to talk about how I load in the orbital elements from the NEO confirmation page into the program Astrometrica. If you recall from the first video, we went through this list. This is where new objects are announced, and we've got the orbital elements of these new objects and created this text file. The name of the object, orbital elements, and then we modified it as it came from the Minor Planet Center by adding the name at the end here and then 6 spaces in between here so that the program Carte du Ciel could use this. What I'd like to do now is modify this format to a format that the program Astrometrica can use. So we come into Astrometrica. The first thing I like to do when I'm using this program to process some observations, I come to Internet and I download the current MPC orb data file. This is a data file of all of the orbital elements of all the known asteroids. It's about 140, 150 meg text file. And it downloads all the orbital elements except the ones from the NEO confirmation page, the newly discovered objects. In order to get those elements in here, we have to manually add them. And that's what I'd like to show you how I do. So we've downloaded the current orbital elements. We need to go in and edit that file. And that file is saved in C program files x86 Astrometrica, and it's saved in this tutorials folder by default. And here's that file, 141 meg. You cannot load that into Notepad. You can load it into WordPad, but it takes a while and it's very slow. What I have found is a simple free text editing program called Notepad++. It works quite well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open that up and then I'm going to drag and drop this big file in here. So here are the orbital elements, starting with asteroid number 1. And what we want to do is add the orbital elements for the new objects in here that we're going to be targeting. So we open up this text file and we're just going to copy and paste them in here. I'm going to insert a line, paste them here. Okay, and then I'm going to delete this extra line here. Now basically you can see the orbital elements of the new objects at the top, and we need to make things line up. And you can see most things are in line. There's a few things that aren't. So the H column looks good, looking at all the decimal points. The G column needs to come over one. So we'll move that over, move that over, move that over, move that over, move that over. Now all the G's look good, but now all these other ones have been shifted over. So we need to delete one from here. Okay, now it looks like everything is lined up good. All the decimal points are in line. If we go to the end here, this name column needs to be modified a little bit. We need to slide these over so that these names are now in line with the names here. We'll start at the bottom and move this over. I put the first letter above the first parentheses. I don't know if you need to be that exact. Might be able to slide it over somewhere else, but I find putting this first letter over the first parentheses works. So that's where I put them. So now we've got the names of these new objects lined up, and it looks like all of this other data is lined up. All the orbital elements look good. The H and G values look good. So all this looks good now. Don't worry about this empty column here or anything else. We'll save that. Now we come back to Astrometrica, and a new feature he's added. Go to File and Reload MPC Orb. So it's not downloading the database and replacing all the work you just did. It's just reloading that database and the modifications you've done. So now the database has these new elements in it. So we don't need this anymore. Now when you go in to process images of those new objects, you will be able to select them from the lists when you are telling it to do the alignment, and also to overlay the known objects, which I will show in a later demo. But this was just to show you how to modify the orbital elements of the new objects so that Astrometrica can process them. So thank you for watching.